said 3 and 2 and 1 and go.
Countdown.
Hey, BTK in this motherfucker, man.
BTK.
Back.
BTK episode 8. 8 weeks of this. 2 months.
We did 2 months worth of episodes?
Yeah.
God damn. That a milestone? Man.
Hey, keep at it, man. Keep adding to that milestone.
We're going to have like a
shit.
live group session. Everyone in one spot.
Hey, man, that'd be lit. I'd be down. Everybody get their red cups. Put your choice in there.
Yep.
Set it off. You know what I'm saying? Set it
I
off.
wonder if you can see this.
Inhaler. You
Pull
got
up
the
the
inhaler
inhaler.
that boy's lungs is clear. Ooh.
I don't know, man. I've been trying it out. It seems pretty weak, man. I'm not feeling anything. It's like I got do a few doses, but I don't know. It seems pretty damn weak.
You might need to up your dosage then.
Yeah, I'm doing like they say wait every 5 minutes between pumps or whatever, but I've taken like 4 pumps yesterday and then nothing, felt nothing. A couple at night, felt nothing.
Did you consult with your physician?
Oh.
You might need to up your dosage, Chief.
Hey,
The
man,
physician's like, you gotta pump a lot more, man. But this shit is expensive.
Your tolerance is way up there now.
I really haven't been using it for my tolerance to go up. So
Figure that was quite a smorgasbord that you showed, man.
yeah.
You didn't plan on going nowhere.
Nope.
Or doing anything.
A lot of it's that CBD shit, so it's not the THC that you feel the effects. The CBD is supposed to be the help, heal or whatever.
You need more THC.
Nah, man, you need all of it.
Yeah.
Complete product, man. You're supposed to be in another zone, T. You're supposed to be looking at the dishwasher for like a half hour. Okay.
I never felt like that yet.
Okay,
never.
You're going to.
I see why they think I'd be outside. That noise is something.
yeah. I think it'll be hella logical. Hey, this isn't hella loud though.
Oh man.
All right, guys. So for the first thing on the topic today, we got the new Drake video, the Tootsie Slide.
Drake.
So I'll let everyone know right off the bat. I don't really watch too many music videos, but this seems to be the popular thing right now. Every now and then, if it's a really popular video, I might check it out. But for the most part, I really don't pay attention. But it seems like it seems to be hot right now. Kind of like the Hotline. What was it? The Hotline Bling or
Hotline Bling?
Yeah, stuff like that.
It was goofy as shit in that video.
I guess he has a new dance.
Yeah, I watch a video every once in a while for nostalgia. Put on Usher, try to do some of the moves. Like, damn, it's been a long time.
You in front of a mirror?
Thought she was the one.
You be doing a caught up video, Jack.
Hey, Jack.
Oh, not that one.
Hey, Jack, were you touching his face like he was?
Yeah, the mirror and shit. After tonight, don't need a girl around me, true player for real. Did he call it up and shit? Remember that shit? Did he call it while he laying in the bed? Wake up, Playboy. Yeah, man. Every once in a while, I'll put those videos on. They help me get through some tough times, man. Hey, shout out to Usher, man. All right. Don't underestimate him. He had some hits back in the 2000s. Got a nigga through some tough times.
Confirmed.
He's developed. I think he's more than just a music guy. He delved into other stuff, and he's also brought up didn't he bring up Justin Bieber? Wasn't that a thing?
Yeah.
He discovered him or something like that?
He did, yep. Discovered Deebs.
He didn't have to sing no more after that. He was like, I'm cool.
Yeah. Hey, man. Saw something in that little white dude. Hey, man, something about you. Brought him on board.
Canadian, too. He's like, oh, shit.
Have you seen him lately? Like, I saw one of the videos, man. He has like a weird mustache, man. Kind of strange. He just looks...
It doesn't matter when you're that big and popular, you can sport anything.
Oh, I'm sure it doesn't. Yeah, sure it doesn't fuck with his pieces, but
No. Anyways, let's we're gonna do a live reaction to this video. Me and Jack haven't seen it. So it should be interesting.
Something to see.
That can only mean one thing.
All right. Here we go.
Right. God
So,
damn,
like-
this nigga got a compound. Is that shit built into his house? He just occasionally have fireworks just go off?
Hey, why not?
Hey man, that's a whole nother lifestyle. That's a whole nother lifestyle to us.
Let me go back to that painting shit.
That's gotta be thousands of dollars worth of fireworks right there that you just shot.
Thing. When they were rapping together.
Come on now, you know Mace was writing rhymes. Don't play, Terrell. Don't
Mace
play.
was what?
You know Mace was writing his rhymes.
Yeah, Diddy's rhymes.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I like Mace back then.
Murder
I think
Mace.
a lot of people like Mace. But he just kind of fell off or something happened.
Well, he
I
went
don't
to
know.
church and
Yeah,
became
he
a pastor.
The pastor.
Oh, yeah. He did the MC Hammer thing.
Then he come back. Well, he came back with "Welcome Back" though, didn't he? For a second, welcome back,
Mm.
welcome back, welcome back. He was dancing and shit down the street with the little kids.
And that was actually a good tune.
So he was bumping that shit on the CD player.
Oh my god!
Welcome back, man.
He was like, I remember that shit. That was my shit. Hey, Murder Mace.
The car with the windows
Yeah, he was affiliated with GU. I don't think he put out any music, but he had a little affiliation going on.
It's
Man,
like they go become a pastor, and then they want to come out and go back into the music game and shit like that. Because MC Hammer tried to do the same thing, go to church and come back.
Well, I mean, they went from one hustle to another.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You realized it wasn't.
Hey, some of the pastors be hustling, bro. They be driving Escalades and shit. I'm like, how you got that?
And I don't know.
Then you look at that collection plate.
Off your 10%.
Yeah, man. You look at that collection plate. You're like, oh shit, okay. No wonder. I'll tell you, taking his dose.
You just need to go ahead and get the edibles, man.
Yeah, T.
I got edibles, but
it's
I
all
didn't. I have some mints, but I didn't want to take it before I eat dinner.
Why not?
Because I don't want that mint flavor in my mouth.
You'll be all right. Don't worry, T. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you to where you need to be. Okay. Real place. Way up there. Way up there.
Yep.
You ain't
They
never
just record it all, man.
You ain't gonna come down till you go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm
wake
still
up. You might still feel it.
Because when I bought this shit, it was like 200 something milligrams and of this and 250 THC, 250 CBD, and I thought it was per dose.
Nah, fuck that. Does it get me high or does it not?
I know a lot of people think that's crazy. No, it's not per dose. Are you idiot? But no. I don't know this shit. I'm just starting out. But it's like per dose with this kind of thing is 1.5 milligrams per dose.
Oh, that ain't doing nothing to you then.
Yeah. So I'm like, do I have to take
10.
like 4 pumps or like how many pumps do I have to take?
How many pumps are in that?
And you can it's 200 uses per canister.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, so you need about 6-7 of those.
You might as well take 10 pumps at one time just to feel something.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm good.
All right. So what do you guys think of that video? I thought it was pretty cool. It's not a song that I'll listen to and repeat, though.
Well, so I like the beat. I like the fact that coming out with something. No, so with me, the moment I took Drake off of that, well, he's like a lyrical rapper. I see him more as a lyrical pop star. I was able to listen to him with no problem. But man, that's what these rappers should be doing right now, man. If they got a studio in the house, put out some music, do something.
Yeah, man. Keep us entertained somehow.
And your next album better be fire.
Mm-hmm.
You know you didn't have 2 months to sit at home and not do nothing.
Yeah. I feel like as far as that dance, it seems like something that would have fun probably back in middle school. Like just something to do back then, but as an adult, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's for the kids, man.
Well, see, what I didn't like about the chorus is he explains the dance in the chorus, which that's like 4 steps.
Yeah, same the fucking
shuffle,
man.
What was the first song that comes to my mind where they explain the dance is it the Tootsie Roll? Or the electric
air? Yeah, I think you're thinking Electric Slide or something.
Yeah, the wedding dance.
Or Cupid Shuffle or whatever it is.
Yeah, the Cupid Shuffle is what they usually play.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't think I ever get that right though.
Fucking by then, everyone's been drinking. You're supposed to get it right.
Exactly. You supposed when everybody turning one way, you're supposed to be turning the other way.
Oh shit! To the left or right? What?
And my favorite one was "Step in the Name of Love," R. Kelly.
Oh, that's a great song. I mean, I like R. Kelly songs. I mean, too bad that actual R. Kelly is a fucking douchebag. And
did y'all hear he made a female eat poop or something like that?
Oh man.
Hey man, I'm separating the man from the music.
I thought I read that. I swear, I thought I read that somewhere. This guy made a girl eat poop. What's really happening to R. Kelly comment?
I still like "You Remind Me" of my Jeep. Like that song. I like the video too. Simple, but I like the video. But the dude's a creep, man. He's a serious creep.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I was kind of defending him the first time around.
But,
huh?
You and a lot of people, man. You and a lot of people didn't want to believe "Step in the Name of Love" or shit like that.
But I can't now.
Come here, baby. Step on daddy's toes as we dance. As we dance in the name of love. Oh. No, that was. I mean, he showed us. He showed us with Aaliyah.
Yeah, man.
After all that, man.
Real early. He's been doing it this whole time, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yes. I like Aaliyah a lot too, so good thing she kind of got away from that. She got so big that she could do her own thing, got away from under his umbrella.
Yeah, Aaliyah had cuts, man.
And I haven't seen any female artists. I'm probably sure there's some out there, but I haven't seen any female artist that had the same kind of swag as Aaliyah. Like she had just a style about her and a look that was just her that I'd never seen again. And like you could go back and watch her videos and it's still nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I will say I'm a little biased. I'll say early Tinashe or Tinashe, however you want to say it. I think her early stuff gave me a lot of Aaliyah vibes. And then she slowly started to find her own sound.
She had club bangers too.
Yeah.
Bangers.
But yeah, nowadays, who knows?
I mean, there's a lot out there, but like I saw a recent music video. Well, I saw someone's reaction to it of a girl. All she was doing really was just kind of in her clothes, but she was basically stripping, like doing strip kind of dances in front of everyone in her own room, and you could tell she recorded it herself. Let me try to find the name of the person in the video, but it was weird. And I was like, man, you gotta do all this just to get people to pay attention. Like this is a little much. Let me see if I can find it real quickly. Start with a K. Her name.
Kehlani.
Yeah.
Kehlani.
Kehlani.
Oh, okay. That's not her. Excuse me.
Should have
brought some fucking water.
The one that messed with YG, right? You see what I'm about?
I have no idea the relationships or anything that these guys do. But the videos. Okay, I'll show you the video real quickly. I'll mute it too.
Straight.
But I don't know, man. I never heard of this woman before. Have any of you seen this? It's just kind of her recording.
What's happening?
She's just kind of recording herself, and
Man, call those thirst traps.
Yeah.
Is that a nipple?
no, it's YouTube.
Hey, man, I saw a nipple.
Quarantine style.
Yeah, she's by herself, but this is the whole video. It's just this.
Hey man, she's quarantined, man. So this is this is the level of entertainment that has to be put out.
That brings out the views.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
see an ass, you just gonna click. Say,
What was that? What was the girl's name? Was it Khalees with the milkshake?
Barnes, that's exactly who I was thinking about. Barnes, that's exact. I didn't mention her name, but that's when I first think about that. I think about the milkshake.
You probably still getting paid from that
But
song.
to be honest, she what's her name that did the milkshake?
Khalees.
Khalees.
She actually transitioned into doing
Nas's baby's mom.
no,
Yep.
she does
He went for that
the
milkshake.
dubstep kind of music.
I mean, I felt like she was always leaning that way, even just with her association with Pharrell and all that.
Yeah. So it's actually worked out with her, and it suits her perfectly, to be honest. That voice. So she's not bad, but that milkshake video was kind of wild, and also that one video. I can't think of the name where it was back in the day, like Eat My.
Tip drill, bam. No,
No, you're talking about Khia, my neck, my back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that video was lit though, bro. This is a barbecue in the backyard, dog. I was like, hell yeah. Get a burger, shit.
Because we back in those days we couldn't we didn't have YouTube, so we when that video came on, like you couldn't rewind it or anything like that.
Yeah, you had to sit your ass down and soak it in, man.
I was always waiting for that one light skinned chick in the pool because I thought she was.
Oh shit!
You remember that?
Hey, can we pull that up real quick?
Oh man,
pull her up, T.
My back.
My neck, my back. Yeah, my Khia.
My neck, my back.
My neck, my back.
Oh man,
that video was lit, man. Yeah, if I had a low budget video, that's exactly how to do my shit. Barbecue in the back. Hell yeah. He painting, man. That's how you know she was a G. Nigga was painting her feet.
Yeah, man.
Like you know she was a real one.
I was always thinking that light skinned chick in the pool though.
Look at her. He looking back at her for her approval and everything. Like, is this cool? How that look?
This is the only song I've seen her.
No, say this came on BT and Cut. I think it did.
I think it did. Yeah, I think it did.
This song over and over.
Look at it. It's a beat. It's all it is. Man, hell yeah.
This ain't nothing but BT and Cut.
Yeah, this BTK cut material to the fullest. Look at the nigga right there.
Like
nodding his head. You can just tell by the video, niggas just falling in line. They're just chilling.
You see these motherfuckers looking at her like everyone.
And they know what to do.
That was so the dude sliding shit so man.
Down in the backyard, baby.
Cornrows everywhere.
Yeah, you already know. It's the 2000s? Hell yeah.
Man. Better not get copyright shit.
You played the Khia, My Neck, My Back We had to strike you for that.
No, they better not promoting.
Shit.
Man.
Oh my god. What
The silent kiss? Hey, I played this song for my girlfriend. Now I'm her wife. Yeah, YouTube comments are crazy, dog. I feel like I need to take a shower. Damn.
Hey, that dude looks like Allen Iverson right here.
Damn, hella ketchup on that burger. God damn.
Oh my god, I just noticed that. It's nasty.
Fuck, they were just like, yo, squirt the shit.
It's for effect.
Man. Where's T's girl at? She coming. I know she coming up. We getting toward the end.
Many times.
I missed her?
Yeah, I pointed her out right there. She's been chilling in the pool the whole time.
Oh, her right there with the drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, T, you kept that real quiet. You didn't say anything.
That dude looks like Allen Iverson.
He did.
No, I said it at the beginning.
Reminiscing.
At the beginning.
T was like,
Why aren't you heard me say it? I was like, there's that girl. But there's a guy that looks like Allen Iverson in this shit. Right here.
nigga on the right.
Yeah.
And go back a little bit to that nigga was hella happy. Him right there. Yeah.
He's like, I'm in this video, nigga.
Yeah. Nigga popping collars and shit. Nigga said, I played my girlfriend this video. I'm now her wife.
Oh man.
That dude's feeling it, bro. He's in it.
Oh, those big ass velour jackets too.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah. So buy that shit 3 sizes too big.
Yeah.
You in there.
That was hilarious. But
hey, it's good to take a visit back to the 2000s, man. Every once in a while, I go back, man. Just check it out. Like, oh yeah, I remember this shit. People reminiscing with you in the comments.
Yeah. We could do that more. I just want to see how this how YouTube's gonna treat me after this if I upload it. And depending on what they do, hey, we could do more.
They shouldn't strike us. We just showed, a little footage.
Hey, they struck us for that the anime portion.
Really?
It's not copyright strike, so it's just so I don't have a copyright strike on the channel. It's just they demonetized. So you can't make money off. We're not making money on anything, but they're just saying if you ever make money, you can't make money off of this video unless you change it or take that out. So that little anime portion that we had with the video of the Naruto, it started with the Naruto. They copyright that, and they copyright some of the Resident Evil shit.
Wow, surprise! They're running a tight ship over there, man.
And it's immediate, so they have some type of algorithm that automatically detects that shit. That shit.
I remember reading an article saying that there won't be as many humans on it, so there's no one that's really checking up on stuff like this to make sure it's actually valid.
So they nailed down the program, basically, that can find this shit. But I do try to give credit to the videos. So the person who uploaded this, I'm gonna try to give credit to them, basically. But if people don't know, YouTube is very strict with the copyright stuff, and they used to not be that way, but they have so many ads and so many companies that pay them money that they have to be hawks be like very vigilant at this stuff. It's
always about the money, man.
No.
The end.
Good job, Khia. For that one hit.
And a lovely video.
Yeah, it's a classic, man. It's still a classic.
Oh yeah.
Switch topics. What you guys how you guys did anything in the past week for the fitness?
Hell no. Eat some cake.
Man, I've been
Eating cake, huh?
Yeah, man. Just killed some cake. Hey, I had spaghetti and some cake. It was only a matter of time, BT. T, if you hadn't sent that message, I'm telling you.
send what message?
I've been in comatose right now. What?
Said
She's
send a
like,
message.
yeah, you're like, it's getting late. I was like, oh,
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, I was gonna postpone it. I was like, man, did you guys want to postpone it again or what's going on?
Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? I just need a little energy, man. Just need a little energy. What about you guys? How's the fitness been going? I've been eating. That's about it. I haven't even done push-ups.
I've been doing a few push-ups. I went running a day or two ago. Then my resistance band that I've been using for arm workouts broke on me. So
Snap that
Damn.
motherfucker, huh?
yep. I don't know what to do now.
How far did you run? How far did you run?
Miles.
Oh shit, B, that's pretty good, bro.
What?
Oh, it hurt. No.
Would you run?
Done for
3
the month?
miles.
Okay.
Yeah, my watch tells me how long I need to rest for. That shit said 7 days. I was like, shit.
The watch said, "Hey, look here, nigga.
Nigga, you was hurting.
Nigga, you hurt."
I saw it.
Yeah, that shit a week. Yeah, man, can't even hoop, man. Can't hoop, can't do nothing. Basketball court.
Yeah, that sucks, man. For me, I've been doing the push-up challenge thing, and I actually recently on this past week, I actually hit the century mark, so I actually got to 100. The form near the end, as I got to 100, wasn't the best, so I'm gonna try to do it again, but clean it up a little more, make it a little bit more like legit, I guess. I still think it's legit, but people are gonna be like, that's not a real push-up or whatever.
What you do is you put a sponge on the ground, and your stomach has to hit the sponge each time.
Okay, but that should be easier now that I got fatter.
Hit the sponge. Your crotch has to hit the sponge, T.
So as I get fatter, it becomes easier and easier to hit the ground with the sponge.
Boom.
Hey man, there you go. That's a win, baby.
Hey, but yeah, my diet has been kind of crappy. I've been addicted to these peanut butter cookies from Safeway, and but I put a stop to that today. Today I started like a new
You'll
diet.
be back. You'll be back, nigga.
Nah,
Don't worry.
I'm
Go to
doing. I'm trying to
Safeway.
do
Go
a
to Safeway
challenge.
again. Go to Safeway again.
I know Safeway. I have to ban myself from that store, that bakery. Safeway has a pretty good bakery.
You gonna be looking at the thing, gonna be walking in the store.
You just have to stay away from.
You gonna be like, hey, I just wonder if they got something in stock. If you wonder if there's something in stock,
Yeah.
it's over.
I have to stay away from this section completely. There's
You
nothing
look at the
over there that I
bread, you're
need.
looking at the sweets.
Hey, look, man.
Bread, sweets.
There's nothing over there that I need.
My wife's mom knows that I'm addicted to chocolate chip cookies, man. And she be sending me Tupperware. She sends me some that are already baked, and then she puts some in the Tupperware that I can bake later on. So I'm set up for failure. There's nothing I can do, man. She knows I love chocolate chip cookies, so I fuck with the ones that are already baked, and then every night, man, I just be throwing them motherfuckers in. They're already rolled up and everything, ready to go. So all I gotta do is put that
Are
shit
they
in the baking
homemade?
pan. Yeah, hell yeah.
Man.
Yeah, she makes them from scratch. So I just put them motherfuckers on the baking thing, dude, all nice as shit. Watching them bitches through the fucking glass. Hey,
She's
man.
appreciating the fact that you're eating it all up too. And
Hell
she's
yeah.
gonna keep making more.
Yeah, of course.
Man, like, so I'm just trying to do like a challenge within myself to just stay away from sugar-based products. Stay away from that. To be when I think about my military days, when I got pretty lean, I ate whatever, and we were up all the time. Jack, you know how it is. You're up on your feet all the time, so you're always burning calories. But I still ate like when it was time to eat. I ate the hamburger. I ate whatever. It wasn't all good food, but the stuff I stayed away from on purpose was the sugar, because they had like frozen ice cream machine or something like that. I see other guys go and get it, but I stayed away from all sugar products during that whole 3 months, and I think that contributed a lot to me just getting lean, and no matter what else I ate, I was burning that fat, mainly because I think sugar is the bane. It's just the roadblock. And if I could get past that, I think I could actually reach my fitness goals. And it's addicting. You like I remember getting off of sugar for like 2-3 weeks and not craving it anymore. And then I was like, I reward myself during that time. I was like, I worked out hard. I could afford to have a little, a cookie here, even though I'm not really craving it. But the thing about sugar is that once you eat that little piece, you're gonna think about it, and one next day, and the next day, and then before you know it, it's over. And so that's what happens to me every single time. So I have to actually I can't even have a little taste. Go to a party or something, I can't have a taste of it. I have to stay away.
I should be calling for real.
Hey man,
It's addiction,
no
man.
cake
It
for
really
you, homie.
is.
No cake for you.
I can't have it, man.
Hey,
Patience, man.
The sugar battle is funny, man. It calls you. You hear it. You hear it. It's just so hard, man.
Hey,
So
Jack, can you
hard to avoid
pan
sugar.
over a little more? Yeah.
I'm out of the outer focus. There we go. It's so hard, man. It's a battle every day
Yeah, it is. It really is.
that I lose.
Sugar is like 120 to 0. No, 120 to 1 against
Yeah,
me.
man.
I had that one time in my life where I surpassed it for like 3 months. And I remember when you get that after boot camp, when you come back home, you get that week of you come back home, then you go back to training. And during that week, I ate a lot of cookies during that week. I just went buck wild. I went to Safeway too. I remember that
Got
shit.
that 64 count of cookies.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, at the beginning of the week, I remember having like nice abs. At the end of the week, I still kind of had abs, but all that sugar that I ate was kind of like tapping into that shit.
Hey, man, the abs go first, baby.
Uh,
Every time, it's the first to go.
when I noticed that I lost weight in my legs first, then my head, and then my abs. And it took 2 months. It took 2 months to actually to go from kind of no abs to 2 pounds a week. Like that consistently, I lost 2 pounds a week, and that consistently, and then I started seeing the abs in the mirror. I was like, oh shit, and then I could sit down and I had abs. So I never had that in my life, and it's a great feeling, man. Like, cause you've had it when you were younger, Jack, so you know
Yeah.
all about it. But
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
for me,
I remember those days though, man. But it's interesting though, man, because abs are kind of, I swear, like genetics kind of play a role in it too, man. Like if you start off skinny and you've always had abs and you just kind of work on it, like they'll last a little bit. But like even now, if I try to, what I'm saying, in the mirror for a couple seconds, it'll kind of show a little bit. Like there it goes, and that shit just go right back to what it was. I'm like, oh shit. But
yeah.
you know,
For me,
I took
like
it for
I've always
granted,
been
man. I always had it.
slightly chubby or whatnot, but I was always like athletic for what I look like. Uh, so for seeing the abs for the first time was satisfying as hell. But the thing is, no one else has got to see it. Like I never got to really take pictures of it. Only one time after I slightly was putting back on weight, but I didn't have cameras and didn't have access to cameras while I was there. So shoot, it's like a pipe dream. But now that I'm back here, like I only have myself to blame. Because I have all this time in the world. I don't have kids. I don't have any of this stuff. So there should be no excuses. But I don't know, man. It's like can't
Food
help
is
it.
an addiction.
Yeah, it
Yeah, man.
is.
Look,
It
abs are a lot of work
sucks.
too, man. You gotta fucking starve yourself to get them bitches.
When I did that fast, that Daniel's fast shit years ago,
Mhm.
abs popped in for me, but I was bony as fuck.
Hmm. Yeah, you gotta lose a
So
lot of body fat, man. Get there.
Yeah.
Means you gotta lose mass. If you're working out hard, you see your fucking mass just going away. You're like, yeah, fuck this shit.
Yeah. I've had mass all my life though. I could go without it now, and I kind of want to see
That's a tricky.
what like a thinner me looks like. But I'll never be truly skinny. I don't want to be skinny. I don't ever want to be skinny. But I want to be like that toned, like just abs and toned arms and all that kind of stuff.
Like that questionable photo you sent years ago.
The what?
There's a questionable photo you sent of you and your abs to the homie chat. You remember that one?
It's probably the only one it's probably on my Instagram. Because that's the only one I had. Huh?
So you on your R&B shit?
He was on that, and I guess his cousin or his nephew was sitting there grabbing at his waistband.
Oh yeah, my 2-year-old nephew was grabbing at my pants.
And he was like,
I cut him out of the picture on the Instagram.
No, but
what the hell going on?
Full pic, man. A little kid grabbing on his waistband, and he's
hey man,
what are you doing? What are you doing, my guy?
Was this fresh out of boot camp or something?
Yeah, it was.
Oh shit! No wonder.
Oh,
he was fresh out the joint. Oh, wow.
He was pumped up. He's like, "Hey man, just look at this. Who's the kid? Who's the kid, T man? We need to know. We need to know."
He was grabbing at my waist. I'll probably show him that when he gets older.
I don't think you should.
He's a little jokester though.
Yeah, I'll show him that.
He's a little
let that shit go,
see my cousin.
Let that shit die.
Not my cousin. What you said, cousin got me saying cousin, but I could see my nephew being a little comedian in the future. He has that funny bone gene. I can tell.
You know what my uncle made me do? Take a photo of him showing his abs.
Yeah, man.
Like, nah, man.
I'll show him that, man.
I have that on the back burner. Just in case he acts up, I have that on the back burner.
Damn.
But on to another topic. I don't know if we might get to games this week. We'll try to fit it in because I also want to bring in the Resident Evil 3 and
RE3.
Yeah, but not yet. Right now, I have this crazy ass news story. So we're gonna do a kind of a new segment going forward where we just talk about a crazy ass news story, mostly from like local TV joints and whatnot, if we could find it. But we'll react to it together. And I found one today about the coronavirus.
Corona.
And a local Fox 5 Las Vegas story. And I'll show it to you guys right now.
Vegas, huh? Thought that bitch was empty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. Here we go. We'll just react to it.
Stay home. That dude sure hella wrinkly. I'm not tripping. Damn, iron your shirt, bruh. So, T, do you have any other backstory to this COVID-19 prank?
Yeah. To this story?
Mm-hmm.
I could read it a little more.
So we're just looking at what the. Oh, this thing on house arrest too?
Wearing flip-flops on camera.
What was that supposed to be?
Gregory Hill.
Let's see.
This guy's insane.
You could just tell. You could just look at motherfuckers, man, and you could just tell they just be on some stupid shit. You got flip flops on, or the ankle monitor, or the wrinkly ass shirt, button all the way to the top.
Should have just.
Look at the white dude looking at him like this motherfucker crazy.
All for social media notoriety. Oh,
Man, it's a drug, man.
So basically, the dude was trying to get famous and going into the store and faking like he has a cough because he didn't believe it. He's been paying attention to too many conspiracy theory websites and shit like that. And so he goes around people and coughing on purpose. And yeah, people are gonna report your ass.
Yeah.
And now he has all these felony charges and whatnot, and deservedly so. Like, dude, like what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
that's cause to get it. That's cause to get your ass whipped in the grocery store for sure.
no, yeah, well, shit, you don't even want to approach a guy that's coughing like that. But
Like,
still,
if you're coughing purposely next to somebody and you're taking that shit as a joke in this day and age, you got families and you got kids and
yeah,
yeah,
there's
look, I'll put up some gloves and whoop your ass. I have no problem.
there's some there's
Yeah,
all right.
man. That's what you wanted, man.
there's a
That's what you
story about
wanted.
white supremacists that are giving out demands for not demands, but just telling other white supremacists to if you have the virus, um, go around to different groups that they hate, like for instance, like a Jewish um, place of worship or something like that, and go spray motherfuckers and go out there and purposely infect other people that you don't like, basically. And so there's
Fucked
some
up, man.
really evil people out there that, yeah, life is rough, man, and you
Like
gotta deal
Jack
with all this
said,
kind
you could tell those type of people.
yeah.
Hey, look at the details, man.
But yeah, that was a crazy news story for this segment. We tried to keep them fresh.
It's also letting you
Going,
know not to shop at Walmart. Boom, don't shop
Exactly.
at Walmart.
Yeah, man. I don't fuck with Walmart.
yeah, I stopped fucking with Walmart way back in college times when I was at school and actually learning about the way they do business and all that kind of stuff, and the Walton family and the way they don't pay the workers, like they pay them just under the amount to where they need to be subsidy by the government. The government needs to pay the rest, and
Yep.
they do that on purpose so they could save on their costs and give out stuff cheaper than other stores, and they destroy the mom and pops and whatever. It's just, and I haven't really read details on the latest stimulus, but I'm just hearing things that it might, like, people aren't really paying attention to actually what they really passed, and because so many people pulled out money from the stock market, there's other people going back in, and basically at the end, down like 10 years from now, a lot of these places, a lot of the places that are owned by different companies are going to be owned by like just 1,000 people. So like basically like 1,000 people is going to own everything.
Well, yeah, because stocks go down, people get scared, and so they sell.
Yeah.
And who buys it up? People with big money
Yeah.
pick it up at a discount and just hold on to it because they got
Yeah.
the money and the funds
And
to hold on to stuff like
the
that.
funds, like the
Wow.
trillions of dollars that they gave away, went to like certain individuals. Like they're trying to sugarcoat it by saying, "Hey, you guys get $1,200. All the rest of you get $1,200. Be happy." Like that's gonna do anything. But
Shit.
but
I ain't even paying motherfuckers mortgages out here.
That's going to be less than a month, and then they're going to be the same situation they're going to be in.
But they gave away
Right.
12 like trillions of dollars. And what's more messed up is that every time, so I'll let everyone know whatever. I was a Bernie supporter and whatnot, but he was trying to pass like a Medicare for all kind of health care package, and they kept saying, "Hey, we don't. How are we gonna afford that? We have no money to pay for that. How are we gonna afford that?" And now all of a sudden, because of this, they come up with trillions of dollars out of nowhere.
Print that shit.
So yeah, they're just print the
Basically.
money. So when they say they can't afford it, that's a lie. We always knew it was a lie, but you guys can print the money whenever you want, and you have money for the wars and stuff like that. But whatever.
Well, I mean, what they're doing right now is they're kicking the bucket down for inflation later. Let some of the president take over. So, like, let's just say Trump gets kicked out. He gets kicked out, and let's say whoever's in charge now has to deal with the inflation, whatever remnants of recession we're going through, and they're going to blame that president. But really, it's all Trump's fault for what's going on. So we're in store for a good ride.
Yeah, we'll see. That's why right now you just gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta survive however you can and just make it work. Like I want better for everyone, but I gotta do me, you know. That's how it is.
We all survivors, so it ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new in the sun right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know we can be better, and I wish we were,
But we ain't.
No, we ain't.
Hey, you know,
Not even close, man.
It gets to the point where you need to grab the mask and gloves. Be ready.
Hey.
Be ready.
Hey, man. For real, bro. This shit is scary, man.
All right.
Really going forward.
So what do you guys think? I have two other topics. Resident Evil 3 and Last of Us 2. But so far this podcast for this episode is basically being game free. So it might appeal to a certain crowd.
Hey, man. We're doing what we gotta do, man. Like we trying to stay flexible. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay flexible.
Trying to open it up and introduce other topics. You know, it doesn't have to be so gamer heavy. But you know, we just talk about what we like. And so, yeah, let's just go into it, get out the way because it's not going to be relevant like a week from now.
Yeah, you're right about that. Final Fantasy right around the corner.
Yeah.
So, shit. But you got a 10 out of 10 on GameSpot, it would seem.
On GameSpot, yeah, IGN gave that shit an 8, and the thing that they complained about was so minuscule. GameSpot praised. They have a separate video praising the side content, and it's like you guys should do all the side content because it's very relevant and it matters to what the game is going to be. And then IGN gave it minus points because they're like too much side content that is kind of, I don't know, they didn't like it. And so and IGN also gave Resident Evil 3 a 9.
IGN's all fucked up though, man.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers, their reviews is like, I don't know, man. Like they reviewing some shit and like they'll give some things like a super high score and it's like like I swear they got paid for that Resident Evil 3 fucking review, man. There's no way that shit's a 9 out of 10. Resident Evil 3. Well, since I'm money, might as well transition. Resident Evil 3, man, it's a good game. It's a very fun game. I had a lot of fun with it. It was challenging. But it was definitely short, man. And I'm hearing rumors just real quick about Resident Evil 8 coming out. And that's what I was saying before. I think I said that in another podcast where that's why I think they're releasing Resident Evil 3 so early, is because Resident Evil 8 is right down the pipeline. That's probably gonna be coming for 2021. You definitely don't want to release those around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's where they're at with it. But T, you picked up the game yourself, right? And pretty much returned that shit back immediately.
Yeah, I didn't even spend a single minute in the game. Like I purchased it the night before, and then the following night, that's when the reviews came. No, I think I see the reviews the day before, and then I saw GameSpot's review the day after, and then I saw commenters, people commentating, and I was like, okay, is something wrong with this game? And then I started saying like the time to beat the game. It's like 4 to 5 hours. I was like, really?
Yeah, 5-6 hours. You're good. You're done.
I was like, I'm paying $60 and it's And not only that, they're saying it doesn't have the same kind of replayability that the second one had.
Mm-hmm.
And so it makes it even less worth the purchase. So I might as well just wait till that game is like on a Steam sale or something like that for hella cheap, because it's not worth. And they said that the segments with Nemesis isn't as good as Mr. X. They said Mr. X was completely random, would show up out of nowhere, and Nemesis he did that at the beginning, but near halfway to the end of the game, they said all his um, the times that you run into him are already determined, like they're already set when you'll encounter him.
Yeah.
So
Well, here's the thing, man. In RE3's remake's defense, it was the original was a pretty short game too.
mhm.
So I mean, yeah, it's a short game, but so is the original. And yeah, Nemesis does kind of pop out at like while trying to remain spoiler free, he does kind of pop out at like set sequences, but he still chases you around. So you still have that Nemesis like vibe. But man, the game is look, if you played the original, you're a Resident Evil fan, it's definitely worth the pickup. Although, however, in my opinion, I definitely feel like wasted resources were put into the Resident Evil Resistance bullshit, which nobody fucking asked for. Like nobody asked for that shit. I really don't understand why they made that decision. I wonder because I've been kind of looking at videos and I've seen some rumors about Resident Evil 8 and they're kind of taking it in a different direction. So I wonder if the Resident Evil Resistance is kind of like a kind of put your toes in the water or kind of see exactly you know how people feel about it in the direction that they're going. So it's gonna be interesting, man, to see what they do going forward in Resident Evil 8. But yeah, Resident Evil 3, man, I wasn't disappointed. I I paid the $60. I feel like I got my money's worth in the sense of just the nostalgia factor, and I like Resident Evil. But if you're not a Resident Evil fan, it's like for UT, like you play random Resident Evils out of the series, like you'll pop up and play one. Definitely not worth the 60. Wait for the price drop. Come back to it, man. It's worth the playthrough. It's a fun ass game. It's really fun, but it's definitely if you're not a hardcore RE fan, definitely worth waiting. You're not missing a whole bunch.
Yes. I don't know. I'm just yeah. I returned that shit on the dot.
Well, what made you want to return it? Was the reviews that you read, or what made you return it?
Just the basically the main thing was the length of it, and then I started seeing people complaining about the some people were complaining about the shooting mechanics, but wouldn't the shooting mechanics be the same as Resident Evil 2? So
Like what part of the shooting mechanics?
I don't know. I haven't played either. So
Mm.
some people were complaining about the shooting mechanics are not that good. I think the
This is the same
uh,
as RE2. So if you like RE2, you'll like RE3s.
yeah,
Although enemies they're a lot spongier. Like you run into a lot of enemies. Like some of the fucking enemies, dude, you're putting in like fucking 2 clips worth in the motherfucker. If you're not like shooting the weak spots or yeah, there's some of the enemies, man, are really, really fucking spongy. And in the Resident Evil game, it feels kind of weird when you're fucking shooting the motherfucker with a shotgun fucking 8 times. Shit just feels stupid.
yeah.
But
Even in RE 4, like if you have the shotgun, you're putting in work. Like it's not. I mean, the game was the enemies took more bullets, but they'll go down with the shotgun.
right.
So, yeah, and yeah, so I just didn't want to bother, so I just returned it. Got my return pretty quickly.
You buy it through Steam?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so um, on the other hand, is Final Fantasy VII is that a PlayStation exclusive or is it coming
Yep.
out on Steam? Okay,
Absolutely. No. Definitely PS4 exclusive.
so I hear that's gonna be like 100 GB download.
Oh, shit.
So when does that come out
Man.
actually?
The 10th, I think.
Yep.
Okay, pretty soon.
10th.
Okay. My school started again, so I got assignments.
Hey man, fuck
But
them assignments.
I'm near the end. I gotta finish it. But off of that, Well, what would you give Resident Evil 3 a final score out of 10? What would you
I,
give it?
I strongly agree with GameSpot's review, man. I think 6. I think 6 out of 10. If you're fresh coming into it, if you're an RE fan, you bump it up to maybe a 6.5 or 7 because the game is still fun, man. And those Nemesis is incredibly fun to like battle against and have him chase you because like you'll try to run, he'll fucking shoot his tentacle or drag you back, like you'll be running away from him and then he'll fucking jump like it's crazy. He'll jump from like the other side of the fucking where he was to like right in front of you. So it's kind of jarring when you fight him, man. But because you have that, then you have the dodge mechanic that they put in RE3.
Mm-hmm.
It's good, man. It makes it a lot of fun, and then the weapons and everything. So yeah, I give it like I'd say about 6.57, just because of length, weird enemies, weird pacing, uh, not many puzzles either, and just kind of weird. You know how games just kind of like have enemies kind of like pop up and do shit,
Mm-hmm.
bullshit moments. Like there's a couple of those. So yeah, it doesn't
And
create the same atmosphere as RE2. RE2's atmosphere was just fucking terrorizing, man.
yeah.
Like that shit was real. Like that sewers part, yeah, fuck that shit.
Oh.
I only got a couple of those in me.
um, yeah, I saw that review and I noticed like there was a lot of dislikes on it, but I mean, I feel like those dislikes came before people actually really dived into the game,
Mhm.
um,
It's good.
which
It's
is
not a bad
unfortunate.
game.
It's unfortunate because if you want reviewers to be completely honest, hey, it seemed like GameSpot was being pretty honest with guys. If you want them to be play patty cakes with you, then that's what IGN was doing by giving it a 9.
Hmm.
And
That game's definitely not a 9.
Excuse me.
and that game, IGN gave that a 9, and they gave Final Fantasy VII an 8.
Yeah,
So that seemed weird to me. Uh,
right.
and you said GameSpot had a review on Final Fantasy VII.
Yep,
I
yep.
haven't seen that
GameSpot.
yet.
Yeah, GameSpot has theirs. And then the dude that I always listen to, shout outs to Skill Up. He puts out good content, man. But yeah, his review was good too. So Skill Up's in GameSpot, pretty spot on. Yeah, IGN is weird, man. They I
I
don't know
like a
what
lot
they're
of their
doing.
content, to be honest. Like they like other content. They do like movie stuff and trailers and whatever. And I like them for the amount of content that they do. But sometimes these reviews be like kind of weird. And
Yeah,
Yeah, I've kind of stepped away from reading all the reviews and just playing the games myself.
yeah,
right.
I mean, there's a lot of really
Always the
good
best way
YouTube
to do it.
channels out there that will go in depth on the review and really tell you what it's like to
Mhm.
play the game. Um, their or their reaction to it.
Yeah.
Um, so, anyways, last story is actually The Last of Us 2. I've all I know you played it, Jack. Have you played that, Mark?
Gamers have weeped
Yes,
everywhere.
sir.
So that game was slightly horror based, slightly. I guess you could call it horror based.
Yeah, this
Hey man,
moment.
them clickers are creepy.
And but I'm just you. I thought you wanted to stay away from horror games. Did you know it was horror before you got into it?
Well, I did, but it was a PlayStation exclusive. I think I like the studio that made it.
Naughty
Naughty
Dog.
Dog.
Yep. And yeah, it has moments, but I fought through it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as scary as, let's say, Dead Space or
Yeah.
Silent Hill, but I
You
just
didn't get
made
past the
sure
first
clickers
area in
didn't
Silent
catch
Hill.
me. Nah. Hey man, because you'll
Intro.
get caught by a clicker, you'll be good.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, that game. I think that was my favorite game of the last generation. Um. So I'm really looking forward to The Last of Us 2. Um. But we're not going to expect that game anytime soon. Um. It's
Yeah.
basically it was slated for release on May 29th. It's now delayed until further notice, according to a tweet from Sony. In a full season of delays, this one particularly striking since the game was only a month away from its release, a time in which games are usually more or less finished. Um, and what sucks is that a lot of people are home. so they have time to actually play this.
Yeah,
But they're not.
yeah. I gotta wonder, man. Like, I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to understand why this decision was made. Because even if you release the game digital only, this fucking game is gonna sell, man.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna fucking sell. Like, there's nothing that's gonna stop Last of Us 2 from selling. So I really wonder why this game is not gonna be released, especially when it's so close. And just like they say, usually games around this closer are finished, man. They're just putting a little bit of polish on it. So I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
It said The Last of Us Part Two's cancellation stands out because of its subject matter, since it takes place in a brutal post-apocalypse ravaged by a pandemic. But also I remember like hearing that the create or the developers or someone saying that they don't want to release it unless it's released to all audience. So not only the people who have access to digital, but people who only have access somehow to the just a hard copy.
Mm.
They want to make it. And I kind of
Or
agree.
like
They
they say,
want to sell to as
logistics.
many people as they can.
Yeah, they do say
Mm.
logistics, so maybe that's the thing they're really looking at.
Well, GameSpot at one point said it was or GameStop said it was what is that? An essential business, and that's why it should be open. Which I mean, last week I was like, hell no, and now I'm like, yeah, maybe so.
Man, I don't know, man. I
They
think
still
if
have.
you make a decision like that, man, you need to give employees a choice.
Oh yeah, of course that, but
Yeah.
they still have the Redbox guy coming restock movies. So
Yeah, hey. Hey, nigga, you better get the movie stop. Who give a fuck? I just actually bought a movie from Redbox, man, for like $4, man. Uh, so I was like, it's either rent for 2 or buy it for 4. So I was like, well, shit. I'm gonna
Um,
buy the motherfucker.
the PlayStation Now or something like that has Uncharted 4 for free. I never played that one.
Oh, definitely play that, T. Definitely.
I think I started number 3 and then I was in the section when Drake was a little kid and I didn't finish it. I was playing on the
Hey,
hardest difficulty and I got kind of bored.
hey, look.
I put it down.
Uncharted 4 is worth dropping whatever you're playing right now and playing it. I promise
that's
you,
the one with
it's
the
that good.
multiplayer, right?
I think so.
Well, they all have multiplayer.
Yeah, I think a couple of them did. But this one, man, just
The
the
most recent.
story, the game, the gameplay, everything is fire. One of the best games that I played on PS4,
So
hands down.
I'll try to look on the PlayStation and download it
Okay,
while it's
yeah,
free.
I did play that one.
Um, but
Excuse me.
have you heard about the Last of Us HBO show that's going to come out?
What?
Yeah,
I had heard some through the grapevine, but they're always talking about it, but
yeah.
whether it gets made or not is a different.
And I'm glad it's HBO because HBO is really good at the kind of TV dramas and shit like that.
HBO ain't afraid to show a little graphic content and turn it up a little bit.
Hey, Netflix didn't do too bad with The Witcher.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
say, man, I was thoroughly entertained with The Witcher, man.
but Netflix has a lot of hit and misses though. You don't hear about the
Yeah.
many misses that they have, but they have
Well,
some hits.
they're just putting content out there. There's going to
Yeah.
be someone that watches that horrible VHS series or something on Netflix. But
Yeah, especially now we ain't got shit else to do.
there you go.
You got a lot of money to throw. Like comedians are taking advantage of Netflix. They're just throwing them money. So
Yeah, man, it's Netflix, no, they gonna make that shit back. Their money's coming regardless. You subscribe, nigga. That shit's coming out your account.
You don't even have to look at it.
Yeah, that shit just coming out. You already know. 'Cause who don't have a Netflix account these days?
I used to not, but I got one because it's just easier.
Exactly. There it is, and they know that.
But as
Yep.
long as they don't keep raising the price, you notice that like $1 here, $1 there,
Yeah,
and
they gonna keep creeping it up on you, T.
all of a
That's how they
sudden,
do it.
all of a
Like,
sudden,
oh,
if it's $20 a month, then I don't know. I'm out. I might have to go back to the old me. So the old ways of doing things.
They start putting in commercials. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
Oh hell
I'm
no!
not
You're
leaving.
paying not to have commercials.
Right. Right.
So, but the thing is, if you tally up all these streaming services together and you're paying for them, it's gonna equal out to what people were paying for back in the day with cable.
I mean, it depends on what you watched.
Packages.
What you watch. I mean, if you really want to get the HBO, the the Stars, Hulu.
I like actually having
Netflix.
HBO. There's a few shows I watch on it right now.
Man, you go ahead
But
and get
HBO's why is it so expensive? It's way more
It's
expensive.
like $20, isn't it? Just to have that
It's
shit.
like $15-$16. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why? Like Netflix isn't that much. Like none of the others are that much.
One fucking channel. And Comcast always wants you to get the fucking packages. So
I don't know. If you have the option to go with something other than Comcast, I'll do that. Like I'm doing that right now with Wave.
Ooh, no.
No, you like Comcast? That's the first.
I need
I
the
don't like
internet
either.
speed. Yeah, I don't like
But
neither.
the Wave is even worse.
Really? It seemed pretty easy for me. I have no issues with them. No issues.
I've had issues with Wave, with CenturyLink.
Well, mine's used to be
Actually,
called
all of them.
Cascade, but they changed their name to Wave. So I don't know if Wave bought them.
What was it
or
before?
It was Cascade Link.
Oh, okay. I got that. Sounds kind of familiar.
So I had them, and then they changed their name to Wave. So I don't know if Wave is a different company that bought them, or
You can only get that in Seattle, though, right?
yeah. Well, I don't know. As I got in this the place I'm living,
I don't
you
know,
had the
depends on
option of getting
place.
Comcast too, but I was like, nah, I don't want Comcast. I'll get this other one that I have no knowledge about. And I got the like top of the line internet, and so it's so far so good. It's been working out. Had no issues. And they go down like I used to go down a lot with Comcast. Like all of a sudden the internet's out. Like why?
Yeah,
Why
it
is the
still does
internet?
that shit. Like around 2 a.m., it'll just shut off for no reason at all. It's like, oh, what the fuck?
I'm like, is there a
Yeah.
problem with my router? Like, what's going on? I'm checking everything.
And you look, and that shit will be rebooting.
Well, guys, those are the topics for this week. It was I think it was pretty fun. Good amount of topics, good variety.
This is BTK, man.
Yeah, man.
All day, every day.
My back.
Hey, we're getting better. Like if you look at the content from day one to now, we're progressively going up, I think.
Yeah, man. It's a learning experience for everybody.
Yeah.
You're getting there, chiseling away.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah. With that said, this is the end of the podcast, week 8, BTK, Big Time Nights.
Big time nights.
Follow our
BTK
YouTube
out.
channel.
We need to throw a barbecue, man, when this shit's all over. Just like the Khia. We should have a Khia themed barbecue.
Hey, I got to stay away from the sugar section.
No, fuck that, too. You're gonna be
Hell
high
no.
as pipes.
Edibles
You're
on
gonna
deck.
be flocking to that sugar.
Pie eating contests.
All that shit.
Nah.
Hella
I'm
ketchup
good.
on the burger and the hot dog.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, put ketchup on it like that dude in the video.
Like a video. Somebody gonna be getting their nails done, get their toes
Ketchup
done.
sandwich, man. There has to be a metaphor for something.
Of course, man. It's Khia, man. My back. Put more ketchup on it.
Yep. You gotta look it up, Key, man. Give it a
Great
program.
video.
You gotta look it up.
My neck and 1,000 walls of death.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
Hey, we gotta review the milkshake one in the future.
Yeah, milkshakes coming up, baby. Get your milkshakes, yeah.
Hey, that should be fun. A new segment reviewing old.
Yeah. Nostalgia, man. Hell yeah. Nostalgia's a killer, man.
Hey, as long as we're not getting copyright strikes or anything like that, I think it'll be fun.
Yeah. And definitely check the comments. Yeah. Them shit's gold.
All right, guys.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Out.
Peace.
He hung up the damn phone. See how?
Hey, he's high.
That's
He's
that's the
high.
puffs,
Nope.
man. Yeah, that's some 6-7 puffs, man. This nigga gonna pop back in and watch. He might not, man. He probably going to go get something to eat. Shit.
Yep.
So
Oh man.
he got right up, went straight to the kitchen. Oh, there he is.
Oh shit.